one of the best, if not the best, Lucas in North America, going up against Apple Reviewer, who from time and time again just shows that he keeps on improving with this character sometimes. Like, his neutral is amazing, his conversions are off the charts. Same thing could be said for SmashBros. So this is going to be a high-octane match between both of them.
Yep. Again, we mentioned characters you don't necessarily get to see very often in a late stage,
Yes.
meta game. Mii Brawler is certainly not one I think it feels a little bit more commonplace, but Lucas certainly not. So, like you mentioned, Smash Bros. One of the best that Planet Earth has to offer. So, we're gonna see how this shakes out here. Mii Brawler versus Lucas on Small Battlefield.
Small Battlefield. It's interesting. Smash Bros. Really good with the double jump Zero cancels. And, considering how Mii Brawler is a fast faller as well, he's very susceptible to a lot of these combos. Getting hit by these low percentage combos that just kind of keep you in a loop. Apple Reviewer trying to approach immediately, playing fairly aggressive on this shield that Smash Bros. Has by going for that dash attack. But having a suplex that has armor or command grab is so nice.
Yep, no.
Ooh,
okay. Yep, you have to be very careful with that down air. That heavy spike could be very dangerous if you're not paying attention. But Apple is able to aggressively land on the stage here. Smash Bros. Trying to find some respite. And very early, you've seen Smash Bros. Make his game plan very much known. It's going to be a steady die to Rope Snake, a steady die to PK Fire. You do not want to interact with this character.
It's a lot of retreating aerials, and PK Fire really does allow you to do that. Retreat while, sending out a move as strong as PK Fire that keeps your opponent off stage, but having that forward air as well is just such a nice tool. Oh, and the PK Fire hitting the very top hitbox of that Thrupper, helping Smash Bros. Gain the lead and take the first stock of the set.
Oh, there we go, the suplex off the top rope, going to at least buy a little bit of time here for Apple Reviewer. Trying to set up at the ledge here, and again, Lucas is just such an awkward character to interact with. He plays so well from a distance, but also he's so stubby. Like, you feel you have to get really in his character's danger zone, to do anything to him, especially if you're a grappler like Mii Brawler.
Right. He's so stubby, but it's like there's so many tools that Lucas has. Like that Nair on shield, you just have to respect. Speaking of respecting moves, that Thrupper on shield, that Nair to catch that landing as well from Smash Bros. He keeps his jump, but doesn't keep that stock with that back air, taking it. But yeah, no, like there's so many tools. Like that down tilt into the jab is just a really good tool to mix up on your opponent. It's 4 hits in quick succession. It's basically a multi-hit in that sense. Trying to go for that back air spike, doesn't get it. Apple Reviewer able to drift back and come back. It's just really risky with Mii Brawler because that Thrupper doesn't really send you that far up. So it's like you're putting yourself in a very weird position. Speaking of positioning, Apple Reviewer on that platform. Insane stuff.
Able to use the advancing forward air to buy a little bit of space here. Still nursing a percentage lead here is Smash Bros. But again, just going to play the distance game and not going to give up an easy avenue for Apple Reviewer to get in here. The forward tilt's going to buy a little bit of time, and the PK Thunder, we've seen it time and time again how good that move is against characters with very linear recoveries.
Yeah, but Apple Reviewer doesn't it just seems like it hasn't been a factor unless we see it here. Yeah, really good air dodge to get through, and he's also been using the flip kick to come back as well. So Apple Reviewer has some knowledge to lay down to us right now. Gets that rising Nair on the shield as well. Such a good tool, that neutral air.
It's so busted.
I know. It combos, it can kill sometimes. Gets the gimp with the backer, doesn't get the spike, but gets the job done nonetheless. Smash Bros. Like you said before, using that linear recovery to his advantage against Mii Brawler and just finding that kill, and now Apple Reviewer on a deficit. Needs to find a way to come in. We already saw a whiff side B, getting that up B as well just to get some damage, just to put Smash Bros. In the air. Not a bad option, but you definitely need to find this kill right now, and what a conversion from Smash Bros. To be able to find 51% and keep Apple Reviewer on that ledge, the up B actually, clashing with that Nair. And so far, it's been Smash Bros. Game.
Yeah, again, just doing a good job keeping Apple Reviewer at bay, but Apple Reviewer able to break through with the grab. But again, Lucas is just like such an impossible character to try to like ledge trap and edge guard against. It feels like this character is almost always going to get back to the stage. But there we go. Once again, that was that quick drag down combo. Once again, going to add on to this percentage lead. The Smash Bros. The clock is ticking for Apple Reviewer in this first game.
Yeah, these landing aerials have been so dangerous from Smash Bros. Just finding a way to land with the forward air. Oh my god!
That would be so sick. Oh my gosh.
But yeah, no, those landing aerials have really been proving super valuable for Smash Bros. As he gets hit by that down throw and finally kills Apple Reviewer, finding a stock. Is it a little bit too late, though? SmashBros now has center stage, playing super safe, understands. All it takes is one hit, one up tilt, and all of a sudden you're at 60%. All of a sudden you're dead. Almost dying to that PK Fire, though.
Yep, PK Fire going to get the kill sparks.
He was trying to SDI in and down, too. You saw that.
Yeah, he tried, but, you know, we saw that alluded to in an earlier stage from Apple Reviewer. Going to come through to fruition, no. It's going to be Apple Reviewer taking game 1 here. Or excuse me, SmashBros taking game 1 here against Apple Reviewer.
Yeah.
So.
You were talking about the stubbiness of, I think it was Lucas,
Yeah.
like that Nair and up close, but I feel like you don't necessarily have to worry about that, especially in this game plan that SmashBros has, where he's just playing very, very safe. He's retreating with these forward airs, landing forward airs, landing side, like PK Fires, landing, you know, Zairs as well. So it's like he's actually playing towards the stubbiness of Mii Brawler as well. And just the fact that he's a fast follower really helps you get a lot of these crazy combos. Like we literally saw like double jump cancel Zair into like forward air or PK Fire. Like it was insane what SmashBros was showing. Also having that experience playing against Yeast so much in this region as well is really useful. But what? Okay, you're dead. No, you're not.
Nope, not just yet. But yeah, like you mentioned, again, having the matchup practice against Yeast helps. And if you're on Apple Reviewer's side, you know, where are you getting high-level Lucas practice like this? You know, like you're really not getting it at the quality that SmashBros provides.
For sure. And a lot of the other, you know, Lucases, like Nightox, Choco Taco, you know, are both not really close, but also just don't play that much anymore. Yeah. Compared to SmashBros, who's super active, showing that he still has a lot left in the tank. Right now, yeah, you're seeing that game plan, right, of him just going for these landing aerials, trying to just play towards the shield, see if Apple Reviewer is going to whiff a move or be super unsafe on shield, and then just find some damage. Looking for that up B again, not going to get it, but a really good F-tilt, sending SmashBros in a weird angle. Does it again, but able to come back. Apple Reviewer really close to taking a stock, and yes, he does with that back air.
Yep, good read on the get-up attack there, able to sneak that back air in right above that, so exactly the position you want to be in if you're Apple Reviewer. A character that is inherently going to play from a distance from you is now at a deficit, so that's going to force SmashBros to interact just a little bit more, you know, frequently.
SmashBros at a deficit, but still playing the safe, you know, game plan where a lot of players, what they'll do is they'll kind of just divert from their original game plan, start trying to get in, try to find this kill, but SmashBros, patient as ever, gets that down tilt into the forward tilt. Apple Reviewer is still in such a good position and gets that thropper as well, puts SmashBros into disadvantage. Can he find this stock, or can Apple Reviewer hold on, take another stock, give himself a good position into this, the dying embers of this game number 2.
Yep, immediately going to retreat to the platform, make it incredibly difficult for SmashBros to interact, and again, trying to get the high recovery there. Wow, just sneaking in a down smash.
Magnet hitting there, trying to go for the B reverse PK freeze. Gets hit with the thropper. You gotta watch out. Able to air dodge just in the nick of time and landing up air. That noggin gonna take Apple Reviewer into the top blast zone. It's hit with the landing up air of his own in SmashBros, losing that stock immediately, and Apple Reviewer showing no signs of backing down.
Yep, Lucas has the Jimmy Neutron haircut and had the blast on that up B for sure. So
Elvis Presley in the freaking building.
Thank you very much. Not in Cuba or dead, actually just in Super Smash Bros.
You know, Apple Reviewer playing super well, getting that landing there, getting a jab as well. Like, this is a position where he's not necessarily focused on damage, but it's Mii Brawler. His damage output is insane. So one hit just sends you to 70%, sends you to death as well. You're on Battlefield. I can't believe SmashBros didn't ban this stage.
Yeah, that's a tough choice. Giving Mii Brawler the stage feels like a mistake, but you know, and so far it's showing in the results. Apple Reviewer, it's been all Apple Reviewer. Great read on the air dodge right there. Maybe not wanting to get the dash attack, but the lingering hitbox will make that work, I guess. So.
Yeah. I was wondering when Apple Reviewer was going to start really punishing these air dodges because SmashBros is trying to avoid that thropper, the inevitable hit of that happening. So the Apple Reviewer is probably going to be really, really patient with it. I thought he was going to go for it there, maybe an up smash. I think that's what could help out Apple Reviewer maybe in the rest of this set, is just to wait and see if SmashBros is going to panic, because maybe you don't have a combo with the up tilt into the thropper. Maybe he's just scared of that. You know, the fear factor of thropper, I think, just is so important. You got to play that like you have Orset, like you have limit, you know, kind of just in your bag. It's like, hey, this is a move you have to respect. And if you respect it a little bit too much, well, I need to go for a back air, I can go for an up smash.
Yeah. The other options then become much better because you're so hyper-focused on the big scary button. So again, it's no secret how good that move is. That's been one of the best moves in Ultimates.
I know. And it's on Mii Brawler. Like, why?
What a place. Sakurai has favorites and it shows. Sakurai
Right.
loves the Wii creator.
But when it comes to his baby Kirby, though,
Yeah, we got Kirby Air Riders, so hey.
Yes.
It's his time to shine now.
I love that Apple Reviewer actually, even when he's getting pressured on shield by this neutral air from Smash Bros, he actually just lets Uppy rip so that Smash Bros can get sent upwards. It's a quick out of shield option as well. So Apple Reviewer, showing a lot of, either magic knowledge, just character knowledge in general, and just killing knowledge, gets that Uppy. It's just like an instinct at this point if you're Apple Reviewer, just to get that.
Yep, muscle memory. I'm sure he sees those combos in his sleep.
Yes.
So, at some point you just start seeing numbers.
He's out working, he just inputs it, he's like, oh, I need it.
Yeah. Stimming.
Oh, double thropper. Make it triple.
Yeah. Ooh, baby. Oh.
Not quite, but very, very close. Apple Reviewer with so much pressure on that ledge. Gonna get forced to, what a recovery. I mean, you're dead, but still. Being able to come back from a PK Thunder where a lot of people would just die there, insane stuff. Okay.
Yeah, you see Smash Bros trying to go for the cheeky combo there.
Yeah.
Recognizing that, hey, things might be slipping away a little bit. Maybe do something to change the momentum in your favor.
And that's just the weakness of Mii Brawlers. With a lot of characters that are really, really good on the ground, it's like their recoveries tend to be kind of buns in that sense, where it's like there's not a lot of verticality, most of it's horizontal, and that can be easily punished by a PK Fire, a Nair.
Exactly.
When you're Lucas, you have down air, like so many different things that you have to worry about when you recover, but Apple Reviewer just doesn't care. He's just going to come back high. He's going to come back low. Smash Bros just needs to find that early stock, and even in attempts to try and cheese, it just hasn't worked out.
Yeah, I mentioned that the recoveries might be a factor here, but Apple Reviewer's done a really good job just, not hiding that. All right, as long as I recover high, I have enough hitboxes and tangibility to get through whatever you're going to try to throw. I mean,
ooh! There in the dash attack, and that killed on the side. Yeah, Apple Reviewer got
Wolf O'Donnell, is that you? That's crazy.
All right, gets a double jump Zaire cancel into a nice dash attack. Get some damage off, but that throw on that ledge has really been chipping away at Smash Bros. Every single time. Puts him off that ledge as well. So, Apple Reviewer kind of been given a lot of opportunities to come back on the stage fairly free.
All right, once again, just trying to get back into the game here. These PK Fires are going to do a good job, and once again, Apple Reviewer not hiding. He's just going to go for the high hit there, willing to take the trade.
And even when you input the kick as well, it'll just, clank with, the Thunderball of PK Thunder. So it's like Apple Reviewer is willing to take those hits as long as it gets him closer to the stage. I think that's all that really matters for him. Closer to this game win as well as Smash Bros. On his last limbs right here in game number 3 and still keeps on getting chipped away by Apple Reviewer. Gets hit back with the forward air. Does not matter though. Smash Bros. Now forced to air dodge on the ledge against that up B. Insane tracking from Apple Reviewer. Able to come back on the stage though.
Yeah, just trying to find a equalizing blow here to get back on even stocks, but the game feels like it's slipping away from Smash Bros. Ever so lightly. Ooh, going for the
Flashing Mach Punch.
Yeah, that was cheeky.
I know. It's such a weird, nice dash attack. Not going to kill just yet. It's such a weird thing to see Mii Brawlers diverge from shot put, which we all thought was really good. Yeah. And now they're going for Flashing Mach Punch, which is like insane to change up on a projectile that's really good, really safe. That's good for edge guarding as well. But, these guys, they got something that we don't know. And Apple Reviewer gets game number 3 in his favor. Smash Bros. With quite the hill to climb against Apple Reviewer.
Yep, Smash Bros. Taking that first game, but it has been all Apple Reviewer since then. Seems to have kind of woken up and figured out how to play against this character, so perhaps the change to Gower Plains music will make things a little bit easier.
This is like his lock-in song, and it's so serene. This gameplay, though, has been very hectic from both of these guys nonetheless. But yeah, can Smash Bros. Lock in, get game number 4, keep himself in the set, or will Apple Reviewer close it out, keep that momentum going into his next set in loser? Should he win, but a really good nair into a dash attack to start off from Smash Bros. Again, that's the thing that I like about Smash Bros. That he's not willing to change from his game plan. It's just, I think Apple Reviewer now has found, different avenues to get in, usually diagonally, because there's not really much that Smash Bros. Can do with Lucas. Like, yeah, fair, and that's pretty much it. Really is anti-air and up air, I guess, but still kind of stubby.
Once again, just trying to find the avenue in here. There you go. The front are going to come through, buy a little bit of space there for Apple Reviewer. Again, both players recognizing the severity of the situation. You know, not going to give anybody an extra inch if they don't need it.
Yeah, humble neutral, whiffing that grab. Apple Reviewer rushing in, sending SmashBros off stage, but a really good tether grab to come back, trying to look for it again. Yes. And Apple Reviewer even going deep for some of these recoveries with these, going deep for these edge guards with those back airs as well. Just being able to come back. Apple Reviewer waiting for that moment. He's not even throwing out a move. He's just using his movement to his advantage. Gets the throw upper, not going to kill just yet. SmashBros forced to send a lot of his own, aerials though, going for those double jump Zaire cancels. He has not missed one, by the way. His consistency has been insane.
We talked about doing things in your sleep.
Yes.
That's definitely something that Apple Reviewers.
Ooh. Down smash missing, but a really good, well-spaced get-up attack. Gets hit with an up air. SmashBros finally getting the lead, but you are at 150%, 160 now. It's hit with an air, and you're going to die immediately. And that's the thing that I said before. Just the thought of Thrupper can really cost you sometimes when you go for that air dodge preemptively. You get hit with an air and up smash. Apple Reviewer finally understanding, finally being able to punish that, and now has this fairly even.
Yep, the old-fashioned scare dodge. Works every time. Some things are just universal across multiple games here.
I love an American air dodge.
All right, here we go. Just trying to find. Both players are keeping it real close here. The room for error is so small against both these characters. It just feels like both these characters' punish games are so disgustingly strong.
And I think just them respecting all these combos as well really helps them, come back. They're not wasting jumps. They're not wasting air dodges, putting themselves in bad positions even when they're getting comboed. And a really good combo from Apple Reviewer, not committing to the Thrupper instead. Goes for some guaranteed damage with that forward air. So Apple Reviewer understanding his limits, but so does SmashBros potentially. Trying to roll in, gets a little bit of a hit off, almost getting hit by that neutral air. Trying to go for a down tilt, gets the F tilt, but not the sweet hit of it. Trying to hit Apple Reviewer off stage. Finally gets it with that PK fire. Forced to go low. Able to force a missed tag, and SmashBros with the lead once again. He's been looking for that this entire set. Finally gets it, but can he capitalize off of it? Apple Reviewer does have SmashBros off stage. In the air, no jump. You have to come back.
Oh, that is exactly the sort of blessing you were looking for if you're an Apple Reviewer.
Especially after missing that tech as well, just being able to come back, get that down air. SmashBros was doing so good until those dying, that last moment. Apple Reviewer just locks in, gets a hit off. Oh!
All right, force to recover back to the ledge. The PK freeze, not going to get enough time to catch.
No jump, still able to come back. That's insane.
That recovery is insanely good.
Deceivingly good.
Yeah, I take back what I said. Maybe that move's not as bad after all. Recover distance-wise.
I think it's because it's such a quick option. You can't really punish it as well with a slow move like PK Thunder. Sure, you can get the tail off. Trying to get it here, but no, just jumps through it. That's insane movement from Apple Reviewer, genuinely.
Right, once again, recovers low. Trying to find the equalizer here, but like we were talking about, Jellyfish, the game ain't over until it says it is. I feel like Mii Brawler specifically has a toolkit.
Oh,
never mind.
Finally. Finally, SmashBros gets the edge guard that he's been looking for with that PK Thunder and brings us to Game 5 despite Apple Reviewer fighting back so hard on that second stock when he lost it. I mean, both these guys, they're not backing off their punches at all.
Alrighty, so we talked about how, there's a weather advisory where it's like, maybe we'll get some quick 3-0s. It's been 2 Game 5 sets.
Oh yeah, I didn't remember saying that. I was like, please, can this go by quick? And no, these guys, I mean, very, very quick matches despite it being, still a best of 5, or Game 5s, essentially. We're on the Hollow Bastion.
Yeah, making its first appearance of the tournament here, so.
And this was Apple Reviewer's choice, though, so SmashBros, despite, having that counter pick is just very, very important. And we could see it here potentially. Mano gets hit with a double jump nair cancel.
Oh, no.
Whoa. You died super early.
It's been years, and I still can't believe that move sent you that way. That is, oh my God.
Why does it have to do that?
I am
insane stuff.
I can't believe they programmed Pat GDI like into the game. This is crazy. My old heads will recognize that one, but my God, it's so crazy. Nonetheless, though, if you're Smash Bros, that's the sort of break you're looking for.
You take that to the bank.
Yeah.
And now trying to play, once again, very slow. Play in this corner, almost like a bull, you know, like a Spanish bull, essentially. He's like, hey, come here if you want to, and then he gets sent off stage. So it's like, exactly. Humble bait and punish. Tries to go for this up B, goes for the high recovery, doesn't have that option.
Oh, no.
And dies immediately right after. Apple Reviewer playing so hot, but Smash Bros finally finding his hits when it matters the most on Game 5 as well. Gets a landing up air, trying to go for that back air once again, but insane to see Smash Bros with quite the lead. Like, we've not seen a lead like this from Smash Bros this entire set.
Yeah, no, like we said, the games have felt very quick. But this is the quickest one we've seen so far. I think the first time someone's had like an advantage of this big. So, you know, Smash Bros again just continuing to keep the pedal to the metal. And Apple Reviewer trying to find a way in here.
And it's just so hard. Smash Bros is playing that range game so well. These landing aerials have been so hard to punish. And this defense has been hard to break through as well. Finally gets that down air, but not going to be able to kill just yet. Finds that double jump nair cancel into the side B. Still trying to find more in Smash Bros. Actually playing more towards the bottom platform than he is just the stage in general than that platform. And Apple Reviewer forced to use it to try and find ways in, but Smash Bros not letting up.
There you go, landings there. Just one strong hit away from closing out this game here with a 3-stock. Apple Reviewer getting on the board, but again, gonna have to pitch the perfect game here.
All it takes is one hit. You're on Hollow Bastion. That, you know, lower platform allows for up tilts to be able to hit from there. You can get up smashes. You can even get thruppers that will kill very early on Hollow Bastion. But you're at 123%. It's looking very.
Oh, he's at 1, 2, 3, 4. That was crazy. Yo.
We get impressed by the very simple things.
That was
Yes!
Yeah! Numbers, baby, they mean something.
Right? All right, but yeah, Apple Reviewer trying to just play patiently. You just gotta wait. You can wait for the moment, but
that's what you gotta do. Again, your back is against the wall. There is zero room for error here. Lucas's punish game is far too good to do something silly and lose the game for it.
Gets a dash attack. This is, getting some damage up, but still gets hit by the F-tilt. Using the flashing mock punch to kind of keep him afloat in the air for a little bit. Gets hit with the dash attack. Can Smash Bros find this stock? All it takes is one hit. All it takes is one throw. But he hasn't been able to hit it. Apple Reviewer playing this super well despite him being at a deficit.
No, he's been doing a very good job. Being elusive, not getting stuck in shield. That's one of the important things when trying to play, games where you don't have to get grabbed. Playing anti-grab is incredibly difficult.
Right. All right, finally gets a nair into the up tilt, and that will be it. Smash Bros. Having that 2-stock lead, it was just so important for him right there, and closes out a very nail-biter of a game.